Hello and welcome. This is the Gshock GD-010 and I'm going to show you how to set the time, date and other watch functions on this watch. So let's get started. From the standard timekeeping mode, and that is the mode when the watch tells the time, press and hold the upper left button until you hear the beep. And there it is. First in a row of settings is setting our seconds value. You cannot set the exact value of seconds, but what you can do is reset them to 0 by pressing the start button. Once we have set our seconds value, I'm going to press the mode button over here, and we move on to setting our daylight saving time mode. Currently it's turned on, but you can shuffle it by pressing the start button between on or off. I'm gonna leave it at on. Next up, press the mode button, and we are setting or changing our home city. Currently it's flashing TYO, which indicates Tokyo time zone, but I can shuffle it by pressing the start button until I get it to my time zone, and that is Paris time zone. And there it is, Paris time zone. Once I've set my home city, I'm going to press the mode button again, and now I'm setting my hour value. Currently in my time zone it is 5 p.m., so I'm gonna shuffle it by pressing the upper or lower right button until I get it to 5 p.m. Next up, press the mode button again, and we move on to setting our minutes value. Minutes value is correct, but I can change it by pressing the upper or lower right button. Next up, press the mode button again, and we move on to setting our time format. Is it going to be 12 or 24-hour time format? Press the start button to shuffle your time format between 12 or 24-hour time format. I'm gonna leave it at 24-hour time format. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to press the mode button, and we move on to setting our year value. Year 2025 is correct, but I can decrease it or increase it by pressing each of those two buttons. Once I've set my year value, I'm going to press the mode button again, and now I'm setting my month value. Number 4 is flashing over here, which corresponds to month of April, and it is correct, but I can decrease it or increase it by pressing each of those buttons on the right side. Next up, press the mode button again, and we move on to setting our day value. I can decrease it or increase it until I get it to the correct value. Next up, I'm going to press the mode button again, and we move on to our illumination duration. What it is? Well, you can shuffle it between 1 and 3, which basically shortens or prolongates your illumination duration. So when the auto light switch is on, or when you press the illuminate button, just as it did, this over here dedicates how long will your screen stay lit on. Is it going to stay lit on for 1.5 or 3 seconds? I'm gonna leave it to illuminate for 1.5 seconds. Once I've set my illumination duration, I'm going to press the mode button, and we are back at the beginning, which means that we have ran through the cycle of setting the time and date. What is left to be done is to implement those settings. The seconds are still flashing, and to do that, press the adjust button once, and the watch has now implemented all of those settings, and we are back at the standard timekeeping mode. We are not done yet, as I'm going to show you two settings without entering the settings menu. First one is turning the auto light switch on or off, and currently it's turned on, and it indicates that when I flip the watch to see what's the time, it will illuminate the watch screen. Since these negative displays are pretty bad, I hope you can see, but it's turned on. To turn it on or off, press and hold the illumination button for about 3 seconds, and LT should disappear. There it is. To turn it back on, simply press and hold the same button for 3 seconds and LT is turned on. To mute the watch from the standard timekeeping mode, press and hold the mode button for about 3 seconds. So let's go, press and hold. And there it is. Now the watch is muted and this dot over here is full, let's call it like that. This also switches the watch modes, so you will have to go back to the standard timekeeping mode. To turn it off or to turn the watch back on, press and hold the same button and the watch is now unmuted. With that, we have ran through the settings of the Gshock GD-010. Thank you very much for watching, and if you are into watch-related content, please subscribe. So thank you.